baby. You know what it is. Welcome to the Bach Boys. I'm Ryan S.
I'm Jake C.
And I'm Alex F.
And I think we faded out the music at the wrong second. This is the good part of the song. We'll put it on for you. Ooh, that's good flute.
That's good OJ.
What's he playing? Oboe? What does Kenny G play?
Sax.
A sexy sax. It's not a sax.
He plays all kinds of woodwind instruments.
That's not even a... Oh, I guess it is a woodwind.
Well,
it's a brass.
No, not a sax, because it's a mouthpiece.
Oh, it's got the woodwind. It's got a reed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we are boys who love the Bach. And Kenny G. And we know what instruments he plays. Even though I'm pretty sure it's just one. Welcome to Paradise, week 3.
Week 2, episode 4.
And 5.
No. Week
because
3.
the first week was one episode. First week was one episode.
Yeah.
So this is covering episodes 4 and 5.
Yes.
We know what's going on here. We
watched this show.
I watched the show. I can tell you for a fact that Bird Person made the mistake of his life.
Wow.
And of course, when I say Bird Person, we all know I'm referring to John.
Of course.
Everyone's mild-mannered sex god.
Yes. He's rich, and he's ready to nest.
He's looking for his soul bond. He just got out of an intense soul bond with Becca, and he's here for a spirit mate, and he's finding one.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems to have found it in Jubes.
Yeah.
Instead of...
I like Jubes. I don't mind Jubes.
She's all right this season.
She's fine.
She's not choking anybody.
That's not her.
She's getting zero
That
airtime.
was-
Is that Tia?
Beyond the date.
Tia did the
Which
choking?
was last week.
Yeah.
Who choked?
What's her name? Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine.
Yeah,
Oh,
racist.
yeah. I know. You can't just make an accusation like that on the radio. This is FM.
We're on the radio, by the way, guys.
Yeah, tune in to the Bach Boys, WBBSU 99.3.
Ow.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you leave the table.
I had to spit a lug.
Oh.
A Lubega.
You racist.
A ludime.
That's right.
Shout out to Lou Diamond Phillips just because.
Hey. Lou DP.
We've got him waiting in the wings, obviously, as always. Lou Diamond Phillips is prepared to make a guest appearance.
My favorite DP is Lou DP.
And we all love that hit song he sang last season, Dankeschön, darling, Dankeschön. And that's, of course, famous Las Vegas crooner Loon Diamond Phillips.
Loon Diamond.
Loon Diamond.
Hello, I am Loon Diamond.
I'm Loon Diamond.
Really glad.
Famous Russian crooner.
Really glad he survived that dangerous plane situation with Post Malone.
Yeah, obviously our
He-
thoughts and prayers were with Post Malone earlier today.
He was on the plane with Post Malone, but
He was piloting the
He's
plane.
not as famous anymore as Post Malone, so he didn't get nearly the airtime. And this
Only in the close-up shots where Post
if you
Malone was
zoom
seen.
in, if you zoom in really hard on the live footage from CBS Pittsburgh or whatever it was,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
You would see Post Malone sitting on Lou Diamond Phillips' lap, kissing him, waiting to open the gates so that puppies can run off the plane. And that's kind of like what happened in Paradise tonight, if you really think about
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it. It was a huge plane crash, and puppies were everywhere.
There was one giant puppy in the ocean.
Yeah,
True, and
dog.
that
Big dog brownies.
And that was a plane crash of a social interaction.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jordan
Looks like he shot himself in the foot for the near future. And
For the
rest of
far
his-
future.
Yeah.
I think he's
For the
over.
rest of his tenure in Paradise, unfortunately, for our favorite boy.
Yeah, I really like Jordan, and I feel for him. I wish he hadn't acted that way, because it really seems to have left a bad taste in China's mouth right before she went on a date. And it's just, there's no bouncing
He
back.
has some red flag tendencies, like the throwing the dog and swearing at those girls, but he at least is I don't want to seem like I'm giving him a pass for all of the bad attitude, but his apologies at least seem genuine.
Yeah,
Unlike someone like Chris R, where it just seems like he's a sociopath.
No, totally. Because, Jordan was antagonized. It felt like he had been egged on all day long. Everyone's making fun of his outfit. It's
Which is come on.
it's important to the guy. Just let it be. You don't have to.
And you
it's
got to
not that
expect
weird.
it at this point.
Yeah, and you don't have to segue that into, other critiques about him. He's minding his own business. He's pursuing a woman that he's falling in love with. and he is, dressing kind of funky. But, like, Jubilee comes in out of nowhere, doesn't know this guy, and, gets with Chelsea, who's...
What are you talking about?
Jubilee comes on the show. Like, she hadn't really interacted with him very much, I don't think. Not as much as everyone else, because she had just gotten there the week before. So I feel like she maybe...
And her and Chelsea were making fun of him.
Yeah.
And he swore at them.
Oh.
I feel like it wasn't someone that's known him for like 3 weeks.
Jubilee was coming in and screwing up Jordan's relationship, and I was like, "What are you?"
I mean, kind of by putting him in a position to lash out. Like,
no, you are right.
He shouldn't have in the first place.
He shouldn't have. He's wrong to have done so. But like, everyone's got a breaking point, and like when
and it's like you said, like it's like you expect him to act like a gentleman. Oh, you can't be rude to a woman like that. And it's like, well, you can't like make fun of a guy all day and like be like, oh, you have no right to be rude to me. It's like you were just so unjustifiably rude to somebody all day.
Yeah.
They were not minding their own business. They were poking their head and poking fun at him. And
and the worst part about it too is like his most savage dig, which is, Chelsea, you're just sitting there with someone who's going home tonight.
That was awesome.
About Jubilee, I thought that was pretty savage. Jubilee ended up staying. She got John's rose and she got Bird Person's rose.
And I got Bird Person's egg.
Caroline went home,
which was sad. I actually started to like her this season.
I think seeing less of her did well for her. It served her well.
And her being like more humble
and not like injecting herself into the drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was caught up in that relationship. I think she might have, I don't know. I do think Bird Person, I don't know. I think he knows best for himself, right?
I guess like so. I trust him. He's not, again, no drama.
You gotta let him fly.
Yeah. You gotta let him fly. You gotta let him spread his wings.
Mm-hmm.
If he felt anything separating him from Caroline, maybe a trust issue. Like I said, I don't think maybe she was in it for the right reasons.
Maybe,
Jubilee
sometimes
when
you feel it deep down in your gizzards, you just gotta follow your gizzards.
Yeah, and it's like a guy can only
wherever that goes.
Yeah. And a guy can only sit there stressing himself out, plucking his own feathers for so long. He's got to...
Yeah, he was practically bald by the end of the
Yeah,
the day.
I mean, he's leaving himself... he's leaving a mess for everybody, including himself. So I think, more power to you, Bird Person. We'll put some fresh seed in your cage and, mazel tov.
Yeah, and it's Sunday, so you get to go poop on the funnies.
Yeah. Because you're a bird person. How about Joe?
Joe, I love that guy.
I hate Kendall right now.
Yeah, it's disappointing seeing her, kind of shed that layer of, like I don't even know how to phrase this, because I don't want to say she isn't all the wonderful things she is. It's not her fault. But it is frustrating.
She's a product of her environment.
Yes.
Yes. It's frustrating to see well-equipped people to handle certain situations not use the tools, the social skills at their disposal. And I think she may have ruined things with Joe.
Joe is loyal.
Leo's
He'll
definitely
stick around.
gonna.
He's waiting for her to come around. I mean... It looks like this fight next week is going to get pretty intense.
Yeah,
like,
Ryan and I reviewed the footage very carefully to see.
Did a play-by-play.
Yeah,
we did some reenactments in the studio. And
the evidence was insufficient.
I was the stronger man in the situation. I didn't flinch at a theoretical glass being dumped on me.
After talking up just
how he wasn't flinching.
Yeah, no. Look, that's one of those special moves.
He's ready to fight.
He's obviously studied Kung Fu. He's ready to go. No, I don't know. I think, hopefully a fight like that would alienate someone like Kendall, I feel like. She would be like, you guys are fighting. I don't want either.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking that's going to be the same.
Yeah.
I feel like even before the ceremony happens, they all three go home.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
But I feel like that was what would happen. Is she'd be like, no, I'm out.
In that situation, I could totally see her
Leo,
being like,
you're a
you
pervert.
guys are obviously just little boys, and I'm looking for a man.
I hope that's not how it goes, because she's like at the center of this. She's not without blame,
True.
So like for her to be able to take that like sneaky high road would be a little disappointing.
I don't remember which one of you guys said this, but you theorized it well when I was saying she's a product of her environment.
You just
like,
said that.
No, I know, but like I was going back to what one of you guys said.
Yeah,
how
I said she's
she's
used
like,
to dating
yeah,
skeezy
LA
LA liars.
Yeah.
She's like, this is the kind of relationship that, like, he's more compatible for me. It's like, yeah, that's what you're used to, but Joe's a good guy and he's too simple. It's like not Shoshana, Christina. Christina. She was too simple to be indirect.
Shoshana's not even here yet. She's still coming. The witch.
Yeah, well, I don't
Yeah.
Shoshana. She's coming back. It's like The Witcher 2. Shoshana.
Why?
Witcher 3. That's the.
Oh, well,
the
this
real
is
one.
Witcher 3 because it's the third time we've seen her. That's huge.
And I
Is it?
still forget
Oh, yeah.
who she is
Maybe.
every single time.
Was
Because
she on
she
Paradise before?
Oh, yeah.
She was on last season.
You missed her? She was always lurking in the shadows. She is a shadow. She's a living shadow.
Oh, nice.
She's not just a production ghost. She's a ghost.
She's a
Ah.
specter. She's a spook. She's a ghoul in the
A
midst.
goblin.
A goblin.
Well, she's just a young goblin.
Yep.
Coming after it, with her
What do none of those have?
juicy boys.
Love. I can't get enough of it.
Maybe it's a thought of not being so alone.
Sponsored by Hobo Johnson.
Yeah, and the heart makers.
Yep. This is an ad for Hobo
Love
Johnson.
makers? I don't know.
Let's get into some ads. I know that's what the people really want to hear.
Yeah. It's ad time, everybody.
Ad
time.
Okay.
Lou Dime.
Who's our sponsor tonight, Jake?
Oh, well, of course, we have to
we have
cheers.
Our crystal glasses.
Yes, our crystal glasses. For all you audio listeners, we are holding glasses in the shape of crystal from Bachelor in Paradise. We are complete with the black sensor bar over her perfectly, suitable bathing suit that they're just blocking for no reason to make it more dramatic.
Yes, and they're made of diamond. The crystal glasses are made of diamond.
The Lou kind.
And of course, the Lou diamond. They're made of Lou's diamond. They're made of Lou Phillips diamonds, and in association with Neil Lane. And obviously, as always, we're drinking Dawn dish soap. It's the dawn of something new with these new crystal glasses. So
of course,
let's
cheers.
toast loudly.
And we want everyone to hear the sound these crystal glasses make when we cheers them.
So we're gonna do it right over the equipment for you.
Yeah.
So sweet. Kenny, I think I want you.
All right, that's enough cheersing. I'm trying to drink.
Gwarsh.
This is Goofy juice.
Hold on, later. Goofy. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, should we bring him out now?
Well, should we cut?
I'll go get
I
him.
wish he had stayed behind the curtain.
No, I'll go get him. He's ruined the
Freaking
surprise
dog,
by
man.
now. Okay.
He's been on my
Goofy.
nerves
This
all
is
night.
we're a huge fan, and this is huge Disney ABC synergy right now. So I'll bring him out, ladies and gentlemen. Goofy.
Welcome, Mr. Goof.
Gosh, I'm happy to be here, Jake C.
Yeah, absolutely. Goof E.
Yeah.
It's so. What do you think about how this is all shaping up so far? You know all the characters you've been following along.
I've been watching ever since I heard that Ryan S. predicted Lauren B. to win the first season of the Bach Boys.
Okay, see, I was wondering what kind of person Ryan's reaching out to when he says that.
Yeah, I got some blind mailer from him. Yeah.
Are you okay, Mr. Goof?
I think I got laryngitis.
Oh, well, put on a mask, please.
It's actually ligma.
LACMA?
Anyways.
Bad case of lacma.
So, yeah, what? Who do you think are some forerunners here?
Gosh. Well, I sure don't like Colton and Tia.
Yeah, how about them getting a whole nother date? Is that
yeah,
lame?
just
They
so
get
they
the-
could shove Raven in our faces.
Yeah, and she came and was super negative. What a jerk off.
Oh, Mr. Goof.
I'm just saying, she was a real goof.
That's true. We can't argue with that.
And I have to say, what the hell is David still doing here? Speaking of goofs,
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's supposed to
He
be.
has a straight answer for you.
Yeah, he and Chelsea are just kind of keeping each other around.
That's what I'm saying. Is they, Chelsea and him are in a relationship. How come they never talk?
Yeah, seriously, it's like they're just taking turns, throwing scraps at each other.
Little expired meats.
Yeah, those practice meats.
And crabs, bashed crabs.
I sure do love bashing crabs.
Oh, gross. Is that what this is on my feet? Have you been stomping on crabs?
Yeah, they're all over the studio. I brought them with me from Santa Monica.
Oh, gross. You know what? I'm going to throw you out this window.
No, please.
Yeah.
I don't think we
Get
have
him! Yeah! Ugh. Wow. Well, I didn't.
Wow, we keep murdering people.
It's the only way to get them off the mic.
Sorry,
Anyway,
guys.
Daniel died from mysterious causes. And
Wait, what did I miss? I got a text, and I told Goofy to just start without me.
Yeah. No, we had a pretty good interview.
Yeah,
we covered some
he's a
topics
real
actually.
Goofball.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
A real goof bee.
He's done. He said he had like.
Oh,
30
he's done.
Oh yeah, he said that
He
he's-
had to go catch some pavement.
Hey, my favorite window. It's smashed.
Shucks. Enough of it. Come
Yeah.
off it, Ryan.
No, we got things to talk about.
Yeah.
It needed cleaning anyways.
Did we talk about David?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, as much as is deserved.
So 30 seconds max.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing with Chelsea. Are
I
they in
don't
a thing?
think they're doing anything.
No, I don't think so.
They're just kind of keeping each other there
Yeah, and then they just don't socialize.
until one of them falls for someone else.
And what was with Kenny being a hot ticket item for like 3 seconds?
I like Kenny.
Yeah, I like Kenny. He's definitely getting a back seat on this this journey of paradise.
I'd say yesterday's episode was fairly Kenny focused.
It felt like it was more focused on the girls Kenny was like dating.
Well, yeah, because it's a competition for the wild card. Like they
exactly.
It's
Like he was a means to an end for one of 3 women.
it's the bench warmers trying to stick around, saying, "Hey, coach, put me in."
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny's like, "Well, I gotta treat all my." Is that Goofy? Is he back? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, Kenny's a good guy. I just, I don't know. I feel like Kenny's a good guy. Historically, he seemed like a good guy, but I just can't wrap my head around a guy that's just like kissing 3 different women and telling them like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, like you're good" or whatever.
Kissing
like,
Kenny.
yeah,
Kissing Kenny. And he's got this ginormous daughter,
yeah,
and it's like she's watching.
yeah. It's
I
like
presume.
any woman that wants in on Kenny's life has massive shoes to fill, and I'm not talking about Kenny's dead wife. I'm talking about his giant daughter's feet.
I am.
His wife die?
I don't know.
I don't think that's what happened at all.
I don't know. I feel like she was talking too much, and she said something along the lines of "Gotta go catch some pavement," and then she just was out of Kenny's life.
Yeah.
And everybody else's. And that window.
Yeah, right. It was here, wasn't it?
Hey,
It was
what's
out-
that
right
crowd
outside.
doing around that can of spilled red paint on the sidewalk down there?
Oh, I don't know. That's weird. It's just a puddle.
Chef
There's nothing
Boyardee
there.
came through and had a soup off, and
Oh, really?
yeah, we're good.
That guy's holding a shoe. It looks like Goofy's. Anyway,
Maybe it was Kenny's daughter's.
true.
Maybe. Anyhow, enough bashing an 11-year-old.
For her appearance.
And it's not, look, she's just
We know it's what people want.
From a forced perspective, camera angle from 3 seasons ago.
and the joke isn't that she's heavy. It's that
she's large.
huge.
Yeah.
Like we're talking stories. She's huge.
Like dense. Is dense a better word? What's a scientific?
Yeah, dense, and largely inert. Because when you're that,
Yeah, she's quite inert. She's dormant.
she's docile.
Yeah,
She's
you could,
tame.
You could feed her from your hands. Just
And-
keep your fingers straight, or she'll bite your fingers off.
You can also chew up your food and spit it out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she's very bird-like too, kind of like bird person.
Yeah. We talked about
We
him.
talked about him.
I wish that he'd pick
Terrible
Caroline.
transition.
Yeah, I'm still. Yeah, whoa, bad transition.
Yeah, God, I kind of wish we had some type
Oh no,
of-
no, let me transition. I got one. Okay, welcome to the Batch Boys.
I'm Alex F. Ooh.
Ooh, whoa, we've never. I'm Ryan S.
I went first.
I'm Jake C.
You can. The teleprompter
I'm
goes
Ron
out for 3
Burgundy.
seconds.
Oh, shizzle Gizengar. Oh, shits and clowry.
Popeye, we told you not to come out till later. All right, well he's here. We better
I
interview
guess
him.
Raven's
Oh,
in
well,
the
blow
studio.
me down.
Whoa, Popeye. What
Are we going to have to censor that?
No, I think that's okay because you're like an old time cartoon character.
Because I said down after.
What do you think of Bibby?
Oh, Bibiana? Looks like she's got a couple of cans of spinach. Just, ready to bust up and open.
Yeah, she's strong.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think? Kevin and Astrid being one of the power couples this season. What are the odds
But they've
of
got
Yeah,
like
no,
5 minutes of screen
I think that's
time.
crazy. What do you think, Pop Eye?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he's
that?
Are we sure this isn't just Raven?
Wait a minute. Take off that mask.
Howdy, y'all.
Raven?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to come in and just tell you that y'all doing good, but you are losing viewership.
No, of course you're gonna make this into some kind of negative thing. I thought,
Nobody listens
Always
to this
negative.
except for Tori J, who listens to every episode with her
at the offices of Charles Schwab.
as Charlotte Schwab.
Are you French? Have you studied abroad since?
See. And that's all my time, y'all.
All right,
Yeah.
let's clear out this window.
I got a boat to get. What are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Gross.
Boy. That's-
She was so negative, she splatted twice.
Yeah. Jeez, that's all that pent-up aggression. Man, boy, the people don't look surprised down there. It's like they've seen this
It looks
before.
like they're waiting for this to happen.
They're chanting. What are they chanting? Jump, jump, jump.
Is this like every 15 minutes?
I think if we clap hard enough, they'll jump.
Ah, ich bin ein the Bellagio fountain?
Tarutu.
Suki!
Yeah, Yuki in the studio.
Yeah.
Nah, she's gone. I hope you could hear that bit we were just doing. For all you audio listeners.
Yeah, we hung our microphones out the windows.
Yeah, that
Cords
was
are
the
only
bit.
so long.
Yeah, for all you audio listeners, we were holding our microphones out the broken window to the crowd below because we thought it was funny when it's a bit. Because they were
there-
being hilarious down there.
Yeah, there might have been, noise disturbances and frequencies or whatever. The sound of wind, birds, big beds,
Huge birds. Huge birds. Sports.
bird persons.
Yeah, let's talk sports. We can. That's actually a good transition because we were talking about how it's weird that the Winter Games guys are here.
Yeah, I
Sports.
don't like that. I think Yuki, Fireman, and Benoit need to get out of here.
I'm ashamed to admit that as
But-
Batch Boy fan, Bachelor longtime fan, I didn't watch Winter Games. So as a viewer of Winter Games,
Benoit
I
was
watched
like
one
a
episode.
he was like a
there you go.
forerunner
think-
guy. People liked him.
Would you rather have these people that are kind of more spin-off-y, or would you have like the super obscure people that nobody knows about that would presumably take their
true,
place?
it's a fun new dynamic.
I would rather have the obscure people like Alberta or whatever her name is.
What about the super
Raquel,
fans?
what's
Do you
her
remember
name?
the days of the super
Vanessa?
fans?
What's that girl's name? The one that's on this season right now?
It's hooking up with Eric.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
I want more
Angela.
of that.
Angela.
Angela,
Charlie.
not close to any
Oh.
of the things I said.
Do you guys
Alberta.
were you there for the days of the super fan? Was that only on Bachelor Pad? And Bachelor Pad,
There was one guy that was.
Oh, no,
they
I
would
remember
bring
the
in
super
super
fan.
fans like that were just like people that really liked The Bachelor, and they
really?
would
I
be
remember
in
there was
the
a
house
guy
with
on
contestants.
There was-
JoJo season,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Super fan.
Yeah, I
He
think
went
they
home
did that.
early.
Benoit is low-hanging fruit. I'm not happy. Benoit's the kind of guy that would intimidate me, and I'd be really mad that he it.
Oh,
Oops, I
wow.
cursed, but I'm really upset about it. I'd be really mad that Benoit
You were
intimidates
just saying
me.
sealing in French.
Was I?
Yeah, seal, like a seal.
But that's not.
Our PA's
Oh.
dead.
PHOQ.
Yeah, we killed the PA. And all. Oh, by the way, we have to give a quick RIP to our studio audience. They also all died.
Yeah, the door was locked and we've overslept. There was a fire in the hallway.
Yeah.
Casey did it.
And that is just like Casey. First he steals the big box, then he goes to space, then he crashes into the studio, the first studio audience.
He wrecked my favorite gong.
He wrecked the gong.
He badmouthed the movie Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, well, he hated it because of the female protagonist.
How crazy and rich they were. Not
Well,
about
that's-
how they were Asian.
Yeah, that's his favorite part is that they're
I had
Asian.
no.
But
I did see the movie.
the fact
actually.
that they're so crazy
I
and
liked
so rich.
it. I thought it was a very fun movie, and it was surprising to me just how Asian crazy people are.
It's true.
Yeah,
But are they crazy Asians or Asian crazy people?
Ah, that's
well,
rich.
if they're- yes, I think it's self-explanatory. I think we all know the answer to that question.
I think the real answer is we're all a little crazy.
We're all a little goofy.
When are they going to make a movie about white people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's never like I just want to see like a white person
Like sane and benevolent Caucasians.
yeah. Like I would love to see like a movie about
Uptight middle class whites.
yeah, like people in LA who like come from good families and like fall in love and it's like a musical and like it's relatable, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it stars
Super
Emma
attainable
Stone.
goals, yeah.
Stars Emma Stone and Ryan
As a
Gosling.
young Korean. You're talking about
But that'll never happen.
Crazy Stupid
So.
No, it'll
Truth.
never
What's it
happen.
called? What's that called? Oh, that's one of my
Crazy
favorite
Stupid
movies.
Love.
Crazy Stupid Love. Is that what you're talking about?
No, he's talking
I was
about
talking
La La
about,
Land.
Oh.
Yeah, duh, musical.
Crazy Stupid Love follows closer to Crazy Rich Asians.
You know what's crazy stupid love? This show.
Stupid stinky Jean-Claude Van Damme. Van Stink.
Benoit. How about
Extra
Jorge?
stinky.
How about Kendall
Oh, I
not
was trying to
knowing
talk
who
about
Jorge
Jorge.
was?
Yeah.
Some guy named Jorge. Come on. Show some respect.
Come on. Sure. To the guy.
The guy writing a hit romance novel.
he was the bar. The bartender.
the guy who's mastered the English language like leaps and bounds. Sure.
Yeah. It's Jorge. Come on,
Yeah, you
Kendall.
know.
Come on.
This one went over my head.
Arrested Development. Job.
It's Joe.
Your favorite character, as you told us very recently.
Who's your favorite character on Paradise? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Job.
I said Joe. What'd you say though? First.
Job.
But first,
Joe.
you said Job.
I know.
You memed from the start.
Job.
Hashtag RIP
I
to
started getting
Stefan
that you were
Carlson.
talking about Job when you said "come on" in that cadence.
Yeah,
None of the actual words.
I like Joe, and I hope he's the Bachelor. Honestly, if they had any brains at ABC,
I am pro Joe the Bachelor.
You're pro Joe?
Pro Joe.
Nice.
Yeah, the new Bachelor.
Are you Tyler
Pro Joe.
Pro Joe?
Or the famous Bachelorette Pro Joe.
Pro Joe Fletcher.
Pro Joe Fletcher. I can remember her last name.
Oh, and then obviously, I liked his. I like Asian folk singer, Asian alternative musician.
Saint
Trisha
Lennox?
Takanawa.
Yojo Ono.
Ah,
Mm.
okay.
Is that
I'm with
one?
ya.
Are we doing something yet?
ya. Yeah, I'm with you.
I just stubbed my big Joe
Okay.
because
All
I'm
right,
walking.
That opens it
I'm
up.
walking around. Yeah.
Cool. Red means stop. Green means Joe.
What Kendall did to him today was a low Joe.
You know, it's like Idina Menzel in Frozen said, "Let it Joe."
Yes, it's
Yo, man, we're in a Los Angeles industry party. You want to go in the bathroom and do some Joe?
Hey,
Cup
which
Joe
one of
in the
these
bathroom?
which one of these husky movies do you want to watch? 8 but Joe or Joe dogs.
How about what's your favorite movie about a giant gorilla? Mighty Joe Young or Joe Rampage?
Mighty Joe Young.
Yeah. See, that was the one I wanted to end it on. You end it by screwing up because then it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you thought it was funny, tweet hashtag that was funny
Joe
at the Bach
Job.
Boys. Joe Job. Oh,
No,
no.
Just Joe Job.
Dude, you're better than that.
Yeah.
Just get a day job.
That's true.
You don't need to keep
Don't need to be
offering
a
Joe
grocer.
jobs. Yeah.
Sick of being a grocer, getting out all these Joe jobs.
Mr. Joe, would you please give me a Joe job?
No, I got too many employees.
Yeah, boy, I got too many Joe jobs I've given
I'm
already.
too generous. I got a bagger. I got another bagger.
It's so hard to be giving out all these Joe jobs when everyone's jerking me around. It's me, Joe.
Yeah, it's like just when I think I get a hand on it, it's just more Joe jobs coming in.
Yeah, it's like, I'm saying it. You get a Joe job. You get a Joe job. I'm like Jopra over here, just giving out Joe jobs.
It's tough for me to wrap my head around all these Joe jobs, you know? It's really
It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful of Joe jobs.
What's really sad is, for a long, now I'm giving out Joe jobs, but initially my girlfriend gave me this Joe job. She gave me Joe jobs left and right.
Yeah. She said, "Hey, baby, it's Joe time." And I said, "Well, what are you doing? Why you have a green mask on?" She said, "That's just it, baby. I'm the mask." Joking. Needless to say, I broke up with joke up with her.
And
Hey,
I think
Benoit really looked like the Joker tonight.
I was gonna say I was literally about to say something about
Joker.
Benoit
Yeah.
because obviously everything we just talked about brings Benoit to mind. And yeah, he did look like the Joker. And you can look out for a Bachelor ganger, Batch Boys Nation,
Coming soon.
and coming for real.
Yeah, we got a backlog. we got a big backlog of Bachelor gangers to unload on you guys.
Joe
And
that load everywhere.
Yeah, we're gonna Joe that load of all over that backlog, and
Yeah, we really just want to just Joe up on the internet. Like we want to go everywhere.
yeah, I'm looking for somebody to come stomp around in my model train room and just Joe together. It's kind of a deep cut.
Yeah, well, I feel you. Do you mean you mean like the traditional Southern dance, a Dosey Joe?
A Josie Joe.
A Josie Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not from the South.
That's all right. I can hear it in your voice.
I'm from the North.
Ah,
But
yes.
the Old North. Actually, that's the South. Old North is like British.
Yeah.
We forget that everyone who lived in America in the 13 colonies was like British.
Or from Africa.
Like Jubilee.
Is she not?
She's a Haitian orphan.
That's not in Africa.
Haiti is not in Africa.
Where's Haiti?
It's like in the Caribbean.
Haiti's not in Africa?
No.
Wow, that's the third racist thing you've said tonight, and I overlooked the second one.
That's not racist. That just makes me bad at geography.
Haiti is not anywhere close to Africa.
Yeah,
I think I knew that.
she's about as African as Jorge.
Well, I obviously have a lot to learn about maps.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do, Ryan. Yes, you do.
There it is.
Yep, right there it is. It's huge. It's the size of
For all,
of the
for all our
states.
audio listeners, it's right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, for all
Right
you audio
there
listeners,
Here it is.
in the
I'm
water.
pointing at it.
right there, right at the tip of
it's
Alex's
not near
finger.
Africa.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a little piece just got ripped off of Alex's tip there. As you can see.
Yeah, hey, man.
Hey, we were all Pangea once.
That's true. So technically, I'm right.
Jenna,
What about her?
she's
I feel for her.
Was also Pangean.
Pangena,
Pangina. Pangina.
Pangena,
Panda Express.
Pangea,
Pangela.
Pangea.
Anyways, yeah, I feel you. I feel for her, honestly, because, look, Jordan's blown up twice, and then she goes on a date with Benoit.
Yeah.
Benoit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just-
Benoit. All right, come on,
Yeah.
get it
Benoit.
right.
Get
Can't
it
even
tight.
pronounce his own name right.
Yeah, that idiot hasn't he ever seen it written.
Be no it, says he.
Benoit.
Be no it. Be
Apes
that.
together strong.
Yeah, that sounds like a transphobic Native American character. Be no it. Be he. Be she. You feel me?
It does. It does sound like that. It's all kinds of.
Indigenous American, I should say. God, I'm really looking at
You're on one today, dude.
I'm having the worst night of the
Really,
Batch
you're
Boys
really
ever.
exposing your true colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I think I should Joe to jail.
Yeah, you absolutely should.
All right,
you're
Paul Manafort.
Yeah, I plead guilty.
8 times. No,
Actually, I don't plead guilty. I don't plead
he
guilty.
didn't plead guilty.
No.
Me?
Michael Joan pleaded guilty.
Bumsville. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going
Hey,
on.
careful. People are gonna take this episode and make it sound like you think Bumsville sucks.
The dankest meme page on the internet right now is at Scoobsville. It's on Facebook. It's called Scoobsville, and it's a meme based on the one scene in Scooby-Doo, the live-action movie, where they get afraid to say Coolsville sucks on the news, and it's so awesome. It's really a good meme. Anyways,
Speaking of which, I think Bachelor, the whole franchise, we started this podcast of ours, which, this is our third rotation, right?
third year.
Or second rotation.
This is the third year.
Third year?
Third year of the
Right.
Batch Boys.
Yeah, because we had Ben, Nick, and this guy.
Voldemort.
Yeah, the
and
other guy.
Ari, and then we
Ari,
had...
who made that weird guest appearance tonight. That was
Yes.
horrible.
That whole thing. They flew those 4 people out. Paid them money to do that.
It was horrible and not
And
funny.
we had to watch it.
and they were
got
bad.
paid.
They were bad at it,
It was
too.
terrible.
They
It
got
made
paid
me
a lot.
mad.
Yeah.
I
Do you
bet.
think they covered Amanda Stanton's babysitting bills?
No.
Probably. Well, there probably were no bills to pay because she just leaves the kids alone with a box of sand.
They can pay
And
for all the
some-
bills they want. They
some
can't pay for
very
those
grammable-
scars.
Mm-hmm.
Those mental
grammable
scars that
outfits.
she's leaving.
Yes.
Introducing all these strange men, and then they promptly disappear.
Yeah. Well, see,
and then
we're-
she promptly disappears and comes back with another strange
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
we may be boys who love the batch, but we are boys who think like mothers. Right, Mom, driving that van?
Yeah, and all
Have
you
your kids to school in the summer?
Honestly, kids,
I've just put together several weeks in.
they're summer
Towards the end
school.
of summer.
It's summer school. These are kids are go-getters. It's not because they're forced to be there. It's because they're
Playfair was
go-getters.
today.
Shout out to Chapman University Playfair. Kids are kicking off orientation week. That's our alma mater.
To be young
And
again.
for everyone who still thinks Ryan's a racist, he said orientation.
I just want to say real quick to the boys riding in the backseat with their mom to school. Now would be a good time as ever to say thank you to your mom for all the stuff she does. It's a thankless job. So thank. Yay. That was such a nice moment we created.
Yes, you're welcome, Mom.
Keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah, I bet it's been a while since you've had your little what are they called, Alex? The boys.
Tumors.
No, Alex. Not tumors, Alex. The boys. What are they called? We call them-
Babes.
Oh,
Babies.
ol'
Lots of babes.
big ol'
we called them something last week. Some boys.
boys.
I don't know. We're talking about the boys,
Yeah.
kids,
Well, look, we know the boys
Sons.
well. We know the boys well.
Big ol' bouncing, rockin' boys.
rocking boys.
Yeah, 'cause
they're
they're
rocking
rocking the
boys
car.
because they're
Yeah.
rocking it.
But not today. Today they're just saying being grateful.
Just being
Gratitude.
grateful boys, getting a nice big planting a big secret smooch.
Like I'm grateful for this show, for the Batch Boys, for the Bachelor in Paradise, and for next week. Looks like it's going to be interesting. Hope the fight between Joe and Leo doesn't blow up too bad.
Yeah, I hope this finally is that nail in Leo's coffin to be like, let's get this, sexual predator
Yeah.
off TV.
It
Let's
makes
stop
me
glorifying
sick
this
how
sicko.
Kendall's like, he makes me feel safe. And I'm like, he's a known sexual predator. Like,
Not
this
to
guy's going to
her.
get in a
She
public
didn't know
beef
that.
with one of your close friends in, like, 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so weird knowing that.
Yeah, it's the dramatic irony that this show provides.
is you get to see all their interactions after Paradise before you watch it.
Yes. Yeah.
Should
It's
keep it up in the social media sphere.
Yeah, it's the best show because you can get it spoiled for you easily if you
Yeah.
wait like an hour to watch.
I'm over on Josel Media, and
Yeah, on social media. And you can follow us on social media at the Bach Boys and at
Go
Bach
on.
Boys. It's like variations of that on Instagram and Twitter.
and I know Google want you to think you're typing in the Beach Boys, but Google's full of crap.
We've never been to the beach.
No,
No.
not once.
Nope.
We know dolphins, and we don't see it.
Yeah.
Well, we knew. R.I.P.
We know dolphins. We know sea captains. We know Popeye.
But they're all dead. But at least we know Goofy.
Yeah,
He's alive.
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely not going to come back someday as like a cyborg, Robo Goofy,
Why?
Mecha Goofy.
I really hope nothing like that happens because as far as I know from being off screen, we had a perfectly normal interaction with him and nothing bad happened.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm sure there's no reason for him to come back as a robot. You know, we've had robots on this show before.
It doesn't go well.
I am
No, it
so
doesn't. Nobody
do not
is a
even
fan
say
of that.
Optimus P's name.
You
I
just
just
said
hate
it.
it.
Don't
I
say
know.
it 3 times.
Otherwise he'll come just like Beetle J.
Yeah, and just like our Bachelor gangers.
They'll come.
Yeah, check them out. They're coming.
They're coming.
And they're going to be huge.
Yeah, they're dripping. They're in line. They're ready to go.
And when you see them, you're going to Joe your load.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
S.
And if you love our show, be sure to give us a Joe. Just Joe. Something Joe. I'm Jake C. Couldn't think of a Joe thing. I was really pressed there.
Hey, man, you could have...
Nah, I don't want to know
something
what
big-
I could have done.
something
I don't,
big-
I'm not
something
interested.
big could have come out of you like a volcano Joe,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't.
No.
I
Joe.
needed Joe to bed, so
True.
I'm Alex F.
Me too.
Yeah, we all know you're just going. You're just Joe in a bed so you can Joe.
How about you, Joe? Fuck yourself.
Where can we end before that, or should we bleep that?